Hey guys, and welcome to the 9th episode of the 12 Days of Switchmas, where I will be talking about the Switch 2 port of Cyberpunk 2077. This was one of the launch titles for the Switch 2, and honestly, I would have to say, this was definitely the best launch title. This was a great showcase of the power of the hardware, and was a great way of showing how third-party games should be handled on the Switch 2, in more ways than one, not just with how it's optimized, but also the fact that it's on an actual physical cartridge, not a game keycard. That was definitely a huge win for this game. It's kind of crazy that Cyberpunk 2077 went from a game that was delayed over and over again, to a game that had a disastrous launch, to being improved, to being a generally great game, and now CD Projekt Red has more goodwill and a much better reputation with things like regular updates, and the fact that the Switch 2 version was on an actual cartridge. But the game itself is very fun. I kind of want to give my brief thoughts on it before going into the Switch 2 version specifically. This game is massive. There are so many things to do in this game. The best way of describing it is an open-world action RPG with real-time combat. And the combat system in this game is really interesting. There are so many different types of weapons to use, either a wide variety of guns, blades, melee attacks, or even cybernetic implants. It's just really flexible, and the combat is just really fun overall. And you could also upgrade a wide variety of stats. You have multiple different skill trees to upgrade in different types of abilities. And you can also play this game in so many different ways, not just engaging in combat in different ways. You can make every mission a stealth mission. You can hack into the enemy in avoid fights. It's really interesting, the things that you can do. Even things as small as the dialogue options that you choose can have major effects on the mission that you're doing. There was one time where I was struggling with a certain boss because I think I was a bit underleveled, so I reset the game and I went back to the checkpoint and I selected a different dialogue option and I completely skipped that boss fight. So this game is just really flexible in how you want to play it. You basically make it your story. Even at the start, there are different paths that you choose, either Nomad, Street Kid, or Corpo. So there are so many different styles of playing this game, and I really appreciate it. I also love the world of this game as well. It takes place in Night City, a large city run by corporations and filled with gang violence and people relying on robotic technology. It's really interesting overall. It really nails the cyberpunk theming perfectly. I really like the mysterious and intimidating vibes that this city has. It almost feels like a more mature version of Rogueport from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. It makes it really interesting to explore because you never know what you'll find. Either danger lurking around a corner, or a beautiful looking spot, or a new mission that you could take on. It's just really fun, and I just really love the world of this game. The one slight issue that I have with this game is the fact that when you're driving around, enemies spawn way too often. I know it is intentional for enemies to spawn in a lot of different areas, since the game does have vehicular combat, but I feel like every time I hop in my car, there's a gang that spawns in almost immediately, and it can get kind of annoying sometimes. But other than that, I think this game is amazing. And on the Switch 2, it runs really well and looks good. It does look better on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, but you'll still get the full experience on the Switch 2, and it is a pretty good version. And it's also great for portability as well. I know it's also on the Steam Deck, but from what I've heard, the Steam Deck version does run into some performance issues sometimes, and the Switch 2 version is actually optimized for the console, unlike the Steam Deck version. So I definitely think this is a great option to play this game on the go. In terms of control options, it makes use of most of the Switch 2's abilities, even more so than some of Nintendo's own games do. You can use gyro for aiming, the touchscreen for menus, and of course mouse mode. I really like to play this game using mouse mode, and this is actually the first game that I tested that feature out with. It just feels so natural, though I would say I would recommend getting a grip if you want to play the full game in mouse mode. But anyways, Cyberpunk 2077 is a great game, and the Switch 2 version is really good too. I definitely recommend that a lot of Nintendo fans check this game out, because there's so much variety here. It feels like there's something for everyone. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!